What I am looking to get out of DTS is that process of breaking down and rebuilding in order to go back out, complete.
I want to learn to trust God more, to learn to know Him more and to serve Him.
I want to get direction for my life, and I have my own plans and my own dreams, but I know God's are bigger, and I want to do what He has for me.
For me, I like to have breakthrough in my past and healing from particular things in my past.
I'd really want to get on top of living for Jesus every day, every minute of every day, and making Him a massive part of all of my decisions and all of that.
The biggest thing that I learned on DTS was how God just confirmed over and over again who I am, and that the plans that He has for me are real, and that I'm not crazy in my dreams with Him, and that He's going to be faithful to complete everything that He started in me.
God did a lot of restoration. It wasn't always easy, but throughout DTS, He began to work and show and help me grow. He took it down to the basics and rebuilt it back up and made me strong, and have a hope and a future now.
One of the biggest things is just the freedom that He taught me and gave me. So I used to be terrified of speaking in front of people, or even speaking to people I don't know. And I knew that I had that fear, but I didn't know why. And then I felt God pointing out the fear of man that was still inside me. And then He just gave me freedom in that area, and just like that, the fear was gone. And then on outreach, I was able to step out into the freedom that God had given me. So I was able to do many teachings and do evangelism, which were things I would have never dreamt of doing before. And for the first time, I was doing them, and also doing them without fear. So the fear was trying to come back in, but every time that I felt the fear coming, I would just step into the freedom that God had given me. That was one of the things that God taught me during DTS.
He has definitely taught me trust. So in the very beginning, I barely trusted God at all because of past things that had happened where I wasn't very well, and so I was kind of a bit like, okay God, if you're not gonna love me as a father would do, then I'm not gonna trust you, I'm not even gonna go there. But being on this DTS, there's been a couple of different things, like I got lost on the beach, and I prayed that everything would work out, that people would find me, that, everything would be okay. And it did.
I think it was my identity and finding out really what God wanted me to look like and be like the week of identity with Anne Sloan. I really found out that me comparing myself to someone else, I'm saying that God created something not good, but God created something amazing, because God is amazing. So I found out that God created me the way He wanted me to be, and to be happy with the way I am.
God really taught me about His heart of love, and how deep it is for me and for His world. One of my biggest goals was to fall more in love with God, and it was really great to experience His heart of love for me, and to grow in that area. I've fallen in love with what Jesus did for me, and I've fallen in love with what He has planned for me and who He's created me to be, and I've fallen more in love with who he is. He's shown me his heart in so many ways, and he's shown me his heart for the nations and for his people. And so I've really enjoyed learning about the love of Jesus and falling madly in love with him.
I've learned how to cast, what it truly means to cast my ideas, my plans, my thoughts, my anxieties, my worries, all unto him, and how he just makes that better and takes it away and restores you, and he's constantly redeeming you, and just how he is bettering you constantly. The biggest thing that I experienced during DTS was the healing power of God. So before I came to DTS, I believed that God could heal people, but I wasn't really convinced that he could heal me because I'd never experienced that before. And so from when I was young, I had pretty bad food allergies, and so I always thought that that was a problem that I would have to live with. You know, people do it all the time. And I prayed to God about it, and I'm like, okay, I can start declaring this because it's something that isn't from God. And so a friend kept me accountable, and I decided to declare in the mirror that God is my healer. And during that time, after 3 days, he completely healed me of all my food allergies.
The biggest thing God taught me on DTS was my identity and finding my identity in him and seeking for my identity in him. I had a lot of breakthrough in the area as I believed lies of who I was before. But now seeing myself in his eyes has completely changed me, completely made me more confident in who I am and more able to walk out his will. And I would continue to ask him how he sees me because it's so rewarding and so encouraging.
God taught me to love my country again, and this is really big for me because before I always wanted to be far away from home. I didn't like my country, and when I was in Cambodia, it was really big for me because he started showing me how he sees these countries, and I could really find a lot of similarities between Cambodia and Colombia, and it was awesome to have a passion again for my country and to wanting to go back home and do things with my church, and this is really big for me, and I'm really excited to go back home.